Hey guys, we're here at World of Concrete 2026. We're going to check out what's new at Diablo. Let's go inside and see all the new exciting blades they have. Hey, I'm here in the Diablo booth. I just met Walker, and he's going to show us what's new here at World of Concrete 2026.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our most exciting products of the year is our Amped Rebar Demon, and it is just a different change of the SDS bit on the market right now. So your typical bit is a two-head cutter that if you encounter anything like rebar or anything like that, you have to swap it out for a rebar cutter. So we wanted to change the game with this, really looking at productivity, health across the board here. So what you're gonna see is a new change on dust collection. With that being said, if you're drilling overhead, all this is falling onto you. On top of it, if you're drilling down below, it's all about productivity. So you don't have to take any of that dust out and just add extra sip. So what you're gonna see is while you're drilling, you have a solid core bit with a full carbide head that allows you to drill through both concrete and reinforced concrete. So you don't need any rebar cutters or anything like that. So what we're gonna do to illustrate this is we're gonna drill overhead and just show you the issues that everybody's running into on the job site right now. Especially if you're inside, there's a lot of dust collection, you need to clean it up, or you're just drilling above head and it's falling onto you. So we're gonna illustrate that by drilling straight up into these concrete pavers with your standard SDS two-head cutter bit. This is what's on the market right now. And what we're gonna do then is we're gonna swap and show you the innovation that Diablo has brought to the market. So with that being said, let's transfer over and I'll show you the demo.
A little dusty.
A little dusty.
Okay, just take the inches. All right. Man, big difference. So are these out yet?
100%. Yep.
Okay.
What we want to highlight today is the Diablo Tools Steel Demon. This is the first ever in the world 7 1/4 circular saw blade that can cut both mild steel and stainless steel all with one blade. Now, what we've done specifically is looked at metal cutting and really reimagine the market. Now, traditionally what you'll do is you'll see people cut with an angle grinder, a bonded abrasive wheel. With this, it generates a lot of heat, a lot of sparks, and you can see within this cut here, there's a lot of rework if you're doing things. If you need to file this down, any rework is sort of with all thread, rebar, anything like that. So what we've done is introduce this blade to the market that gives you a factory clean cut, cool to the touch with no rework required. So again, the special sauce here is this Cermet carbide that allows you to cut both stainless steel and mild steel. Again, the only blade on the market that can do that. And to illustrate this, what we're gonna do is cut this 2-inch bar stock steel with your standard 7 1/4 framing saw. So what this does is opens up the applications of what you're able to do with this tool. Everybody has one of these tools on their job site, but now putting this blade on there allows you to do more with it. So again, what we're gonna do is cut 2-inch bar stock. Whenever you are ready, Blair, I will hand it over to you. And now since you're cutting through the material rather than grinding, all the heat gets dissipated into these chips. Factory, clean cut, and then I don't have superhuman skin. Cool to the touch right afterwards. Productivity is the name of the game here. This is a cut with an angle grinder or a bonded abrasive wheel. Can take upwards of 2 minutes to cut. And again, it's all about productivity and then opening up solutions of what you're able to do with your tools.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Really, Chris.
Yeah, we did a time reference for this. This is a 75-second cut with an abrasive disc. Obviously, this is the result you get. It's burning its way through it. It's taking forever.
Yeah.
This is about a 6-second cut, and that's the edge finish that you get when you use our Cermet.
Wow, that's nice. Are these blades new for this year, or
So this is an updated version, rolling change coming in the next few months. No price increase or anything like that, but we are getting a big performance increase. If we do get questions on light performance, we like to show a little bit more of a typical application. So this is standard 1.5-inch tube steel. We're getting about 500 plus cuts. This whole 5-gallon bucket is filled with 1 blade's worth of cuts.
Wow. What we are going to illustrate for you is Diablo's Metal Demon drill bit. Now, metal drilling in totality is a very steel-intensive category. You have your black oxide, you have titanium, cobalt. You need different bits for different materials. So what we've introduced is one drill bit that you can drill through any material, any metal, stainless steel, mild steel, all that will outperform the competition in each one of these. So no longer is the day of needing a titanium, of cobalt, or a black oxide. Now, to illustrate this, what we are gonna do is we have mild steel sandwiched together with stainless steel, and we are gonna do a speed test here. The two things you wanna look at with metal drilling is speed and the consistency of the time it takes to drill a hole. So you have the competitor black oxide, titanium, and cobalt going against Diablo's Metal Demon bit. So whenever you guys are ready, I'll let you then take over and we'll do this demo for you. Again, stainless steel, mild steel, sandwiched together, looking at the speed of drilling here. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. 17 seconds for Diablo. And again, speed and consistency is the name of the game here. You're never just drilling one hole.
26.
Cobalt at 26, that's a 10-second difference. Right around 30 seconds for the black oxide. And then titanium at 34.
Wow.
So you are getting faster cutting. And again, consistency as you drill more and more holes, you're gonna be right around that 15 to 20 second mark.
That's impressive. Do you need to put any
lubricant?
Yeah.
So absolutely. Any sort of lubrication is going to help prolong the life of the bit. We have a coating on here that really prolongs it. It's one of the biggest secret sauces of the bit is that coating you see from the tip there.
All right, so it's a thermal shield protective coating.
Yeah, so if you look across the board, what I always tell people is if you look at cobalt, titanium, and black oxide, typically what you see is black oxide as far as things go is the least expensive, titanium's right around that middle point, and then cobalt's the most expensive. What we've done strategically is we've priced our bits right at the median price point, so it's gonna be less expensive than cobalt, a little bit more expensive than black oxide, but right in that titanium range. What that was gonna allow you to do is drill through anything and everything right at that median price point that the customers are used to paying.
Sorry. Is this available yet?
It's available now.
Okay, great. Yeah, I really like the case.
Oh, the thermos ones are great.
Yeah, it's waterproof.
Oh, 100%.
And just easy to grab and go.
Yep.
And it's marked nice and neat for each drill bit. All right, that's great.
What we're gonna introduce and speak to you about today is Amped Rebar Demon from Diablo Tools. Now, specifically when you're looking at concrete, there's more and more reinforced concrete out there in the world. So what you see on the market right now is a 2-head cutter bit that when you encounter rebar, you need to then swap out for a rebar cutter, drill through that rebar, swap it out. Then if you're putting any sort of chemical or mechanical anchor in, you need to brush that hole out, blow it out, and then brush it back. So a few things that Diablo has introduced into the market. First being a 4-head cutter bit that can drill through both concrete and rebar all with one bit. No need to swap the bit out into a rebar cutter. This can go through it. Now, when you're looking at putting fasteners in, we have really reimagined the game and looked at how we can improve productivity on the job site. Productivity is the big name of the game here. So first thing you're gonna see is you still have a full carbide head, 4-cutter bit with a stainless steel sleeve around it that is gonna remove the dust particles as you're drilling. With that, you have this available in STS Max and STS Plus, and you have an adapter that stays in your vacuum to allow you to easily swap between sizes. From there, as you're drilling, all the dust collects and ejects out of this turbine into your vacuum. And then different than what's on the market right now is this sleeve is removable and you have a solid core bit here versus something similar to a hollow bit that's on the market. Name of the game here is productivity and really labor savings. So to illustrate this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill through and put an anchor in with a Diablo Amped Rebar Demon bit. And at that same time, my colleague here is going to be illustrating what the industry standard and what is on the market today. So with that being said, let me transition into this. And again, illustrating Diablo's Amped Rebar Demon versus what is on the market currently. Yes, sir. Oh, 3, 1. So at this point, my anchor is in, and he is still having to take all of that dust out before he can comfortably set that anchor. So he has to brush it out, blow it out, brush it out. Now at this point, he can go in to set that anchor. This is why I'm saying productivity and efficiency is the name of the game with this bit. Now, as you see while he's drilling, what'll happen is he hasn't removed all of that dust out of that hole. So he's got to do one of two things. He's got to remove that anchor, clear that out, and try and put it back in, or he's got to over drill that hole to then fully set that anchor. So again, time and efficiency and labor savings is the big winner with this, and that is Amped Rebar Demon by Diablo Tools.
Very impressive. That's awesome. All right, so that's a wrap here at Diablo. Let me know what blade you like the best and if you'd like to see one of those on my channel. If so, put your comment down below. Look forward to hearing from you. That's it for now, friends. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.